I've been in the healing arts for over 30 years. In my 20s, I studied mind body medicine and psychoneuroimmunology. One day, I was in a room of 100 people listening to a lecture by the scientist Fritjof Capra. I began to experience something extraordinary. I felt like I belonged in the universe, and I was completely at peace with myself and others. And no, I wasn't doing drugs. My perspective just seemed to spontaneously shift. After that, I left New York City to study at Esalen Institute in California. I became a massage practitioner there, and then I went on to become an acupuncturist and Chinese medical herbalist. Over 2 decades of treating acupuncture clients, I saw how an imbalanced lifestyle could contribute to the development of pain and dysfunction and rob people of their vitality. Acupuncture helped, but I often wished I could do more. So in 2013, I became a wellness coach, helping my clients create healthier lifestyles to support their thriving is very rewarding work. And it's challenging in the best way. My certifications in coaching were through Well Coaches, WellStart Health, and the American College of Lifestyle Medicine. I've been influenced by many great teachers in the coaching and behavior change space, including my favorite coach and teacher, Howard Jacobson, as well as James Clear, Glenn Livingston, Doug Lyle, and Judson Brewer. I particularly love the mindfulness-based approaches. My many years in Chinese medicine is, of course, also fundamental to my perspective on health and healing. I want to talk briefly about my vegan path. I've been about 99% vegan since 2007. For people living in modern societies, there are powerful reasons to go vegan, and I applaud anyone who makes that choice. But I'm not judgmental of non vegans. It's important to me to respect others' choices, especially as a coach. Also, I have empathy for non vegans. When I look back at my life, I realize I had the sensibilities and values of a vegan long before I was willing to consider it. I assumed it was too difficult and extreme. So if veganism isn't your thing, that's totally okay. I won't judge your choices. Lifestyle coaching often addresses questions about what to eat. If that's part of why you're seeking coaching, this next part is for you. My expertise and passion is strongest in whole foods, plant based dietary approaches. There are lots of variations on that theme. It doesn't matter where you're starting from, whether you're eating potato chips and hamburgers twice a day or you're drinking kale smoothies. If you want guidance on how to get more plants on your plate, I can help. And of course, do that in a balanced way. If you want to move away from processed foods or minimize animal derived foods, that's also within my expertise. If, on the other hand, you're wishing to follow a carnivore diet or you want to replace, say, all grains with meat, I'm not going to be the best coach for you. Feel free to email me specific questions you might have on this topic. As a coach, I guide you to shift your lifestyle habits. Those shifts can have wonderful ripple effects throughout your life, but it's important to note that my expertise has certain limitations. I'm not a dietitian, I'm not a psychologist, I'm also not your doctor or physical therapist. If I think you'd benefit by talking to someone with those types of expertise, I won't hesitate to discuss that with you. I want you to find the guidance that will most benefit you. Next, I'd like to talk about you. Well, here's what I mean. I've developed 4 prerequisites to coaching based on my experience thus far as a coach and as a coachee. This will give you a taste of what the coaching process is about, and I hope it'll help you decide if my coaching style is right for you. Here are the 4 prerequisites to coaching. Number 1, you welcome being a beginner. You didn't learn to ride a bike in a day or graduate from school overnight. Skills take time to develop. I wish we had learned how to take care of ourselves beginning in grade school. We started out right with those naps in kindergarten, but things got way too intellectual after that. So, learning self care now as an adult is a process. Consider that it's like learning how to swim. Coaching takes you to the shallow end of the pool. I show you how to stay afloat and how to move through the water. You can expect some discomfort and excitement, they go hand in hand. Your natural abilities will kick in and you'll soon get the hang of it and enjoy it. So, some mild discomfort is normal when you're a beginner. It's a sign that you're learning. Number two, you're up for trying out new behaviors between sessions. The coaching process is all about action. You'll formulate action steps towards your health goals. An example is getting outside every morning for a 20-minute walk. It's entirely up to you what you choose as your steps. I can provide guidance and brainstorm ideas with you, but you own the action steps. They're a commitment that you make to your wellness journey. Between sessions, you take the steps and then report back about your experience. Whether you did it 100% or 10% is less important than the effort that you applied. I don't believe Frodo was entirely right when he said there is no try. When you try something new, there's always some accomplishment and some learning. Both the learning and the accomplishment are like a rich compost that fertilizes your next steps. Discovering what works for you grows out of running these experiments, so a willingness to explore is integral to coaching. Number three, you realize that your self defeating thoughts may not be true. Do you sometimes think, I'm lazy, or I'm incapable of change, or I just don't have time for anything? These are some of the self defeating thoughts that get in our way. They can't come in the form of statements about ourselves or excuses. The human brain automatically generates this nonsense. There may be some partial truth in there, which makes them insidiously stubborn. In coaching, we meet these thoughts head on and bring curiosity to them. We deal with them. One way we disempower them is to first acknowledge them fully and compassionately. Then we take actions that contradict them. So if you're ready to move past your self defeating thoughts, coaching can help. Number four, you are your own best friend. Okay, honestly, I'm not fully there yet. And maybe you aren't either. But if you're actively working towards it, that's a strong foundation for your wellness. And simply by giving yourself the gift of coaching, that's something a good friend would do. So you can thank yourself already for being here now, seeking a coach. I hope this has been useful. If my background and the four prerequisites resonate for you, let's work together to grow your truly supportive lifestyle. I would be honored to be your guide.